All right, good morning everybody. David, today we're going to talk about your 4 different tax ID numbers. But first I want to get off on a comment real quick from Ryan Schmidt yesterday. I don't know whether he's part of the channel or not, but basically what he said that I should listen to these podcasts and Louis Theroux and Joe Rogan, but I don't listen to podcasts like that, Ryan Schmidt. And at the end of your comment, you said I should focus on my B's and not worry about something that's not going to change. The reason it's not going to change is because of people like you, Ryan Schmidt. The reason things like this aren't going to change is because of people like you and you not giving a shit and you just saying it's not going to work. But we, the people, run the government. The government doesn't run us. You got to remember that, right? We the people. So for you to say something like that, Ryan Schmidt, I don't know what the point in that was. I just want to let you know that was a really dumb comment, okay? You see what we're doing here, and for you to tell me focus on something better, that was a stupid fucking comment, okay? I deleted it because I'm not gonna just deal with stupid shit like that here, man. You know what we're doing here, and for you to come out here and tell me to focus on something else, dude, don't do it. Don't do it, okay? We've put in too much work here for people like you to come on and say focus on something different where you can change it. You know where you can help, Ryan Schmidt, is why don't you get your ass off the couch and file a fucking fraud report, okay? Do that. Then put your money where your mouth is and tell me to focus on something different. But until then, dude, don't tell me shit, okay? Because I've worked too fucking hard. I've gone through too many fucking loopholes with YouTube, everything, to deal with people like you, okay? I don't deal with it here. I'm not going to deal with you people like you here, okay? Just don't do it, man. All right? That was a dumb fucking comment, man. Take my place, Ryan. Put your money where your mouth is. Take my place, sit in this chair, and it's people like you, Ryan, that are the reason things aren't changing, okay? People like you that don't give a shit, that say focus on something different because it's not going to change. The reason it's not going to change is because of people like you. The reason it's going to change is because of people like me. So yeah, let's get on to David's tax ID numbers now. Okay, so he's got 4 right now. Well, he has a total of 4. He's pulled a total of 4 different tax ID numbers, all right? The first one was Resurrection Media Ministries. Sorry, I was texting Lord Pender. 4 different IDs, right? The Resurrection Media Ministries, the one that was mentioned in the deposition, that was the one he bankrupted first, okay? So after he bankrupted Resurrection Media Ministries, he goes to JMMI, right? So that tax ID number is 811195992, and you can look that up on the IRS website. All right. Now that he's pretty much run that scam with the JMMI tax number, right? And at the same time, it's like he already has a kickback on Kingdom of God Global Church, which is that tax ID number. It's on the information fraud report form right here, okay? It's 331174241, right? And that's Kingdom of God Global Church's tax ID number. You can look that up online too. While I'm at it, I'll look up the other one for the new one they just pulled, which is Marvels in America World Healing. And why this is shady is because how many churches change their names that many times in that many years, right? If David wasn't doing anything shady, right, why would he need to change all the names? Why the need for all the name changes? If there's so much continuity and your books are open and you have all this, everything, your finances are in order, but you change your names 4 times within 3 or 4 years, David? Not to mention you put everything in Michelle's name. Put everything in Michelle's name and basically setting her up to take the fall now. We're going to look by, organization name, and it's Marvels in America. World Healing. So the apostle gig didn't work out, so now he has to become an evangelist, but we know David's not going to fucking travel because he can't afford it. Okay, so the new tax number for Here it is. Marbles in America, World Healing. No bullshit. The EIN for that is 8507666107. They do have a determination letter. Let's see where it was addressed to. Okay, so it was addressed to the 1302 Wild Horse Meadows match, in which they no longer have now. And this was dated 9/29/2020 for the Marbles in America World Healing, which doesn't make any fucking sense, man. Public charity status, date of effective exemption, March 18th, 2020. Oh, and it's incorporated too. The World Healing is incorporated. David, how the fuck do you make a church incorporated? Does anybody see an issue here with this? David's now running his church like a full-blown corporate entity. So how is a church, right? How is a church that's now incorporated and an LLC fall under a tax exempt status when they're LLC or incorporated? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. So 3 different tax ID numbers, 4 actually, 3 within the last, I don't know, 4 years, and the IRS doesn't raise any red flags about this. I have another confidant on our channel, and he's a pastor out of California. And I asked him about the name changes. He said it is extremely shady. No church changes their name that many times. And mind you, David, this gentleman I'm talking to out of California is a pastor, right? And he knows who you are. And he's very aware of who you are and what you're doing. And I've been keeping in contact with him. And he said it's very questionable that you change your name that many times. Highly questionable. So the tax numbers, David, not looking good. What you're doing is you're creating a paper trail, man. You're creating a real long paper trail. And you know what they don't like to do is chase paper trails. And also what that does is shows your intent to hide your crimes, David. It really does. It shows your intent to hide the crimes and to launder money. And the fact that you don't file and you keep jumping around these tax ID numbers is very questionable. It really is. That just proves that you're attempting to hide your tracks, to hide whatever money you're laundering, whatever drugs you're moving, whatever fucking trafficking you're doing. You're attempting to hide it by with all these tax ID numbers, David. It blows my mind. Again, that they'll have time to come after the little people. They have all the time in the world to come after the little people, but when it comes to full-blown money laundering organizations, oh, it's okay, we can do it. They can launder money through the church. It's okay, we don't care. The reason we have to file taxes, David, to prevent money laundering, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, human trafficking, that's why we file taxes, David. And to pay for social services and things like that, which you don't do. And again, I go back to everybody who pays taxes is a victim of David. 100%. Because if we're out here paying taxes, we're paying for their social services, right? David's manipulating that tax code to benefit from the social services that we so pay our hard-working tax dollars into. That's my money, David. That's my money. That's the channel followers' money that you're scamming. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about the tax IDs, let me know. There's 3 now. So they have JMMI, KOGGC, and the Marbles in America World Healing. And it wouldn't surprise me if somebody else opened up. Well, no. I wish I could see that application for that. That'd be nice to see who signed that application for the Marbles in America World Healing, just to see who put their name on it. It's gonna have to be it's gonna have to be David, because he's the leader of the church. He's the head of the church. He's the only one that I would think that is going to be doing that, because Michelle's not head of the church. And I'm also highly under the belief that the reason we're not seeing David is because he is very fucking sick, like deathly ill. That's where I'm at. That's why we don't see him. All he's doing is these reruns. It's funny, he's doing these Zoom programs, and it's all just like reruns and shit. He's running reruns of reruns on his Zoom So again, David, I believe you're deathly ill, dude, and you were just too fucking sick to come out and show your face to us, which is why you won't. It's because you're sick, dude. You're sick. You're either really sick, or you just fucking you've lost control, and Michelle can no longer. I don't know. Pretty sure you lost control though with all the negative attention. I mean, you're more popular than Jesse Smollett probably. I don't know if anybody's seen the Jesse Smollett court thing where the judge just roasted Jesse for being a liar. David, you are an adverb for lies. You're an adverb for everything. When we say what the fuck, we say what in the David E. Taylor. You know, like your name is synonymous for scamming. That's what your legacy is going to be, David. When you die, all right. When David dies, his legacy is going to be that of a manipulative scam artist, just sack of shit wannabe prophet.